What is up, everyone? Welcome to the Closers Lab Experience. I am your host, Max Jimenez, and we got my guys, my boys, Alexis and Daniel as well, obviously, like always, right? Welcome, everyone. It is Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, and we're looking forward to today. We had a really great day yesterday. Had some really great calls. Amazing stuff, right? We're looking to bring that experience today as well, like every day, right? The real, the raw, and the uncut. I'm gonna bring Alexis on here in a little bit. I just want to tell everyone that we've gotten some great feedback from the show. I appreciate everyone who has DM'd, who has been active in Discord. If you're not part of the Discord community, there's the link in the description. I highly recommend that you join the Discord community. There's a lot of stuff going on there. So if you're not part of that Discord community, I highly recommend it. We got Savannah already on. I appreciate you. Thank you, Savannah, for joining us. Daniel, let's get it. Extremely excited for that. But I'm going to bring on Alexis here with me so we can get this conversation going because we got some great things planned today. So let's go. What's up, Alexis?
What's good, brother? Good morning, everyone. Thank you for tuning in again. I appreciate you guys. Like Max said, all the feedback. It really makes us, continue to be intentional with our work and, just continue to bring the real to the front to, share as many nuggets as we can. How you doing today, brother? Ready to roll?
I'm good, bro. I'm feeling great. Woke up today. This week I started doing, I'm still doing my walk. So I do about 15-minute walk in the morning. So what I do, my morning routine, I'm liking this morning routine I got going on right now, bro. I feel really good. Like I'll get up and then what I'll do is I have like a little section area, like a nook in my house, I guess you could call it, whatever, with 2 sitting chairs. So I have my devotional there, right? And so the daily devotional that you gave me. And so I sit there and I'll just sit there for about 5 minutes. I turn on an app called Mindful on my phone, on my watch, excuse me. So it's a 5-minute thing and just cut all the noise. Don't look at my phone. And then I do a prayer. I go into prayer for about another 5 to 8 minutes. And then I do a breathing session, right? So another 3 to 5 minutes, just breathing in. And then as soon as I'm done with that, I go out and take my walk. So like 30, 40 minutes after I wake up, I'll let the sun hit me. And man, I feel good, bro. I come back and stretch. So great morning routine. So, yeah, brother, I've been feeling good. How about you?
That's so important, man. And that's what, again, going back to the whole experience, like that's what it takes. There's a lot of, you need some time for yourself, to be in this mental state where you're allowing for ideas to flow, for you to connect with the higher source. And then have clarity on your day, right? What is the intention? What's the purpose? You're taking care of yourself. You're the vessel, right? And then we're able to pour through that experience. And I think, man, the same thing for me, man. The mornings are my morning rituals. It's just things that I've created a habit in building in. Just because I honestly, like, it's so crazy. You get to a point that if you skip any of those routines, right, it just your day doesn't feel the same anymore. And it's almost like, that thing is like, man, I feel like something now is behind me and I can't concentrate what's in front. So I think that you sharing that is super powerful, man. And
it is, I think, and I've been doing morning routines for a long time now, and and you have to also be able to pivot, switch them. You know what I mean? Like this this morning routine I've been doing. I started actually the beginning of June, but now it's picking up steam, very consistent, very and you have to, like, there's no way you can what is the word I'm looking for here? There's no way you can deliver, or even if you're looking at someone to give back to people, like you have to fill your cup first and then be able to, get on and try to give back. So that makes sense. I appreciate that. Alex in the house. Let's get it. My guy, Jermaine. What's going on, Jermaine? Eric 25 is still alive, man. Amen, brother. You still alive. Let's go to your 85, 95, 105. What's going on, brother? Jermaine said devotional is very important. Home for the day. Absolutely, man. If you don't have devotional, I don't know what to tell you, man. Daniel said, amen, brother. Absolutely. Jamar, what's going on, brother? I can't wait to see you Thursday, bro. Let's go. Jamar's going to be competing for the, I think it's the last spot, I believe, for the Closer Olympics. So I got I'm rooting for Jamar, man, because you know, he's a killer, man. I think people are gonna be surprised when they see him. So
Get it,
uh,
Jamar.
let's go. Yeah, and he's definitely I'm rooting for him. So Stella, how you doing? Good morning. Good morning. Eric25 said, you know it. Absolutely. You know, it's always refreshing, and again, like I said, it's very hard to really attack the day, be at your best if you're not doing those things. So man, man, tell us a little bit about, share with us, bro, what were some, I know that you were, you know, yesterday we had a really good, interesting day. We ended up with one offer accepted and agreements going out. So I got a feeling, man, we were talking backstage, and sometimes, you know, besides going with this theme about the morning you know, having the morning routine, right, and having that morning ritual, you also have to visualize and you have to attract what you want, right? And we were talking about backstage is that, you know, we were talking about how we got it, we're basically loading up to where we believe like we're gonna get like 4 or 5 contracts signed at the same time, right? And we're visualizing that and we're attracting that, right? We were talking about that. So I love having those conversations, man, because it sets the tone as well to have that positivity when you're attacking the day too.
Definitely, no. It's a cup half full. Always is the perspective that you could have is the mindset, right? And it's setting on the positive outcomes, and then again controlling what you control, and then realizing like anything out of that, like there's no need to spend any like 1 second or 1 ounce of
That's
energy
energy. Yeah.
because there's nothing there. So yeah, we believe that that's coming. We've been putting in the work that that's seen and unseen, and I think like if we keep that going and we keep that consistency and accountability inside the group, sky's the limit and beyond. So
Yeah,
definitely super
absolutely, man.
excited for that to come in.
Share with us a little bit about what was the personal win and then also a professional win for you yesterday.
Yeah, personal win for yesterday. I think it's just the constant improvement that we have, going into the team. Like I think there's a conversations that maybe think people think that we just come on here unscripted, or not unscripted, but just like doing random things, and it's not that. It's just really like pushing ourselves behind closed doors and saying, hey, what are the areas we get better at? I think like that's always something that I always seek for. Like you said, the intention of being around people that are always pushing the envelope when it comes to becoming a little bit better as a team. And I think that's been the huge one for me. And then personally, we also made it where we structure our day for us to have intentional time with the loved ones, or taking care of their own personal matters that matter to us on a personal level. So just having the systems and the structures throughout the day to say, hey,
Yeah,
look, this is game time. We're gonna keep ourselves accountable, but here's the time that you gotta go and recharge for yourself. So I just
absolutely.
the general things that just keep this going, brother. How about you,
Yeah.
man?
You know, man, I love all that, right? Like, I think personally for me yesterday is, it doing what we're doing. I think I'm not surprised because I know the potential. I know what could be done, I keep, I'm grateful to be surrounded with you guys, right? Because when you have someone, and I keep saying this right throughout the show, is to make money with, you can make money with anyone, right? But to be in an alignment, to be in the same mission, and we're going to talk about that through we're going to break down our recon sheet, kind of aligns with this. Is it's always a blessing, man, honestly. So what else? A personal win for me yesterday, that was one of them. That's huge, just kind of realizing that gratitude. Professionally, obviously we're starting to pick up steam. My goal is to have one contract a day per session, and we're not even doing a full a full day. And professionally, I look back at all of the agreements. I'm under 30 minutes on every single one, bro.
Now you got to keep that going, man. I mean,
Yeah, yeah,
there's a lot of missions that are in place, and one of them is to
absolutely.
continue to sharpen you up. So that's the goal.
Absolutely. And then another win is for our audience. We are what we're gonna start doing. We finally got all together. There's a link, and I'm gonna put the link right now as well in the. Let me pull it up here. You want to talk about our JV opportunity, Alexis?
Yeah,
Our
absolutely.
link? Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
so we've had a lot of people reach out and just let us know, hey, there's some deals that I have going on. some that I've been able to be successful, others that I just feel like I need another person to maybe have an approach to the conversation. So we had a conversation back again backstage, and realized like, look, if we're here, if our main intention is to serve, we want to create that opportunity, to have a place where the audience could also enter any of those leads that they may need support. Obviously, they have to be filtered. There's just some criteria that we have in place, and we could
Yeah.
definitely touch on that, Max, a little bit. But more than anything, it's like we're trying to build community, trying to share what we can and support one another, and create a win-win situation for
Yeah.
those who maybe
So
just need an extra help.
if you have leads that you want myself, Alexa's great. Listen, Alexa's great on the phone. I might even have him continue this show because I'm running this. I love what we're doing here, and I'm going to have these guys potentially take over. I haven't told them this, by the way, Alexa. This is something that's new. I love for you guys,
Look at
honestly.
you.
Like, I believe in you, and honestly, but whether it's myself, whether it's Alexis or Daniel, if you guys want to, if you have a prospect. So rule number one is we're not going to cold call for you. I'm telling you that right now.
Correct.
We have more than what we can handle, but we want to help you get your first deal or work a deal across the finish line. That makes sense? We're not going to cold call for you. So what that means is that if you're going to submit a lead, you must know how come they're looking to sell and what is the timeline that they're looking to sell for, right? We don't need to have a lot. We don't need to have deep details, but we just got to have at least some type of understanding that you made a connection with these people, right? And when you go fill this out, you got to make sure that you put obviously the seller's name and the seller's phone number, because we're not going to be able to call them, right? If we don't see a seller's name or seller's phone number, you're not going to get a call from us. I'm telling you that right now. Okay. You don't need to have the email address. You definitely need to let us know how come they're looking to sell. What is going on? What's the situation here? I don't need to have like the whole story as far as like, because we're gonna call them, either myself or Alexis. We're gonna qualify them a little bit more, but at least need to know a little bit of what's going on. And then if you have an asking price, that's fine. I don't really care if you do or not. If you have general information, we need you to fill this out as thorough as possible. When you go to submit this is your part, is you got to put on here, you got to put JV deals. Okay. You got to make sure that you select JV deals so we know it comes from you. And then we need your information, name, phone number, and your email address. Again, if it doesn't have this, you won't get called. This lead is not going to be worked. We need this to be filled out as much as possible. And again, rule number one is that we're not going to cold call for you. So you have made no contact with this seller at all. Like we're not cold calling for you if it's a cold call lead. Anything else you want to add to that, Alexis?
No, I mean, I think that's pretty self-explanatory. Yeah, if that fits you, we're excited to help you out, and then continue to expand upon that.
Yep, we want to help you. We want to help you close any prospect that you're working, potentially, maybe even a prospect that you talked to in the past. Maybe you built some rapport, and maybe you're like, hey, Max, help me get them back on board, knowing that maybe they're still interested in selling. And like I said, Alexis and Daniel are more than able to close this deal. But the goal is to call them on the show so you can see your deal work live. Here's the other thing I'm going to say is when you submit a lead, don't be DMing me 5 minutes after you submit the lead. There's a process here. Potentially could be 24 hours. Not potentially. It's going to be up to 24 hours, potentially while we look at it and stuff. So don't DM Alexis. You know what I mean? Give us some time, guys. We got other stuff. We have various lead sources. So we want to make sure you understand that. So there it is. Your opportunity to work with us. If you have a prospect that you're working with, again, we're not going to cold call for you. You have a prospect that you're working with that you want to get across the finish line, or you built some, you contact them, but for some reason you can't get them to the finish line. There you go. The link's in the comments, in the comment here on YouTube, and it's in the description, in the video, excuse me. Also on Facebook, it's in the description as well too, for those of you guys that are watching on Facebook. Last but not least, I want to give a shout out to our sponsors. Platinum VAs, they're the ones who are providing the bulk of the leads here. The contract that we got, the contract that we got yesterday, or the one we're going to send out yesterday, came from Platinum VAs. I'm telling you right now, one of the things that I always talk about and push for is making sure that you understand at some point you have to be able to outsource your lead gen. You want to talk a little about how important that is? Because I talked about it yesterday, Alexis, but I think you have a good insight on this.
Yeah, no, I think it's when you first get started in the business, you know, I think it's fair for everybody to kind of just think, oh, I'm gonna conserve as much money as I can because I only have limited, you know, capital to get this started. But as you're
Right.
going on, you realize that how much time and energy is spent on the prospecting when it comes to the cold calls, and how literally like litigious it is for you to be on that phone making the first impact, realizing that sometimes they're not even picking up, you know. So just having other alternate systems is super important. And I think once you get to a place where you have that insight, like you realize really quickly, okay, like I'm not, if I'm gonna be the main person that has the most talent or skill set, you know, to close these deals, I need to be spending more time and energy on those higher operating, generating systems.
Activity. Yeah.
Yeah, just those activities. So the first thing that you got to outsource, you know, and maybe even team up with somebody else if that's where you're at. It's being able to outsource those cold calls, those cold calling prospects, so that when you have a few, you're really spending more time on that conversion, because that's where that the skills and everything that's like laid out here really helps to be able to make those ultimately make those dollars to then reinvest them back into your business and scale from there.
Yep.
That's really like the first thing you'll realize when building this out.
Yep. And the link for you to get the co-callers from Platinum VAs is in the description as well too. So we just want to give them a shout out because they do provide. Matter of fact, we just got 2 new leads right now, one in Washington and one in North Carolina from them.
Oh,
Man, we're ready to rock and roll, bro. We got leads. Let's go. I love leads.
let's go. No, but I think that's just it, and I think it's fair and it's understandable that people, you know, want to go through every facet of your company, but you really
Yeah.
quickly you'll learn, and just it's okay to invest in your business. Like you
So
investing into your machine, what's going to allow you to kind of make strides, and even us talking about those adjustments. Like if you have to take care of that, you have not even like a thought that you have to work on anything else, because everything's just like right in front of you, and it just feels like a lot. So once you just
yeah,
delegate that one item, things start like it's just almost like a waterfall effect where you're like, okay, like I have that
yeah.
system going. Now I'm getting it here, capturing it, and now I need to focus on how do I get this from here to here, right? And I think that's just
So
the big changer.
my philosophy on that is like you can't get better if you keep doing tasks that are not making that you're focusing on tasks that don't allow you to get better. And you're right, I don't push anybody to do anything past their financial capacity, but I mean 6 months of cold calling on your own, like that's more than enough, bro. Like I don't think you needed more
Yeah.
experience. How good is it too? And we got, you know what I'm saying? We got leads already that we didn't have to generate. We're gonna come in. It's an opportunity, but it's there anyway. So you got 2 shots. You can work with us if you have prospects you want us to call. Again, we're not gonna cold call. The Podio form is in the comment section there in the chat. Excuse me. And then also it's in the description of this video. So is the cold calling services. Shout out to them. They're providing our leads. So last thing is before we get into the recon sheet, what are you looking for? What are you looking forward to today, brother?
Um, just continue to execute on the momentum that we have. I think just continue to stay on the high energy, and getting continue to get more contracts, and then now also adjusting those little things we talked in the back, with the transaction coordinator, just ensuring that we have a uniform approach, you know, and understanding on when the
Mhm.
contract gets done, and just being on the same page, and just having quality conversations, because I think those are the ones that, you know, sometimes it takes a few follow-ups, and by few I mean 7 to 9 touches sometimes, or even more.
Yeah.
That's okay, that's natural, and we're here to say that. But you know, just feeding the pipeline so that one of us, no matter what time of the day, we're able to follow up on those leads.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Me too. I'm looking forward to today. I mean, obviously, have some high level conversations. Some deep negotiations. I think overall we've had some really great conversations. But
Oh yeah.
man, my goal is to have every call be a conversation, right? Regardless of the outcome. Like I can control if we have a conversation going, bro. I'm control. I can orchestrate the phone call. Really, that's really what I'm looking forward to. So, all right. Without further ado, let's go ahead and show the recon sheet so we can start making some calls today. Put in the chat who's excited to hear some phone calls and negotiations. Who's excited? Put in the chat. Come on, let's go. And by the way, this is live. Make sure you're asking your questions. Need anything broken down, explain. Also, remember, share this. Okay, share this. Make sure that you're sharing this with one person. That's all we ask for, right? Like it and share it. Share it with someone. That way you can. That way they can join us. So, all right. So yesterday's evaluation, we rated our previous day. This is the day overall. This is not talking about any specific metric or anything like that, right? We rated it a 9. We had a lot of indicators go well, and we have a solid pipeline as a contracts that are going to be signed, contracts that are going to come in. And we were talking about this. So I think the day yesterday was rated a 9. It's really hard. Like all of us, myself, Daniel, Alexis, like the accountability that we have, that we hold for ourselves and each other. Like for us to rate a 10 has to be a superb day. We're talking like 2 contracts signed, right? Like I think that would be something. Maybe even then, like we look to see what we did wrong or what we can improve on. Excuse me, not what we did wrong. What we can improve on. Did you hear your targets? We were above average on our targets, which is not something that we like to be at, but this is real. We're showing you the real stuff here, right? And the thing that why is that? Because we're still taking control of our lead sources while cleaning up old leads. So just keep that in mind. Like this is a work in progress, right? So this is why we said we were above average on our targets. However, we had some great outcomes. Lessons learned. Typo here. Lessons learned. Remember, always keep momentum and be persistent. It's a marathon, baby, right? It's not a sprint. Learning new skill sets or adapting to new skill sets is a marathon, right? So you always have to keep momentum and you always have to be persistent. And I'm talking about when you're on a call, I'm talking about on anything that you do, anything like that. You have to make sure that you're always maintaining that. So what's our affirmations for today? Affirmation number 1 is I am committed to achieving success in every area of my life. We talked about it, right? We started the show talking about, morning routines, right? How to adapt, how to create one. And then what's the next one? I am work in progress, never seeking perfection. I am a work in progress, never seeking perfection. The number one adversary for people is trying to perfect everything, trying to perfect systems, trying to perfect what they do, and that is enemy number 1, honestly. The third affirmation for today is I am aligned to a higher source, bigger than ourselves. So bigger purpose, right? Aligned to a higher source, bigger than ourselves. All 3 of us, this is why we align, Alexis, myself, and Daniel, because that's what we are, right? We're aligning ourselves to. We're plugging into a higher source, aligning ourselves to a higher source bigger than ourselves. What are the action plans today? Be consistent and stay committed. That's the what. Be consistent and stay committed to the plan. How? By continuing adjusting and reflecting in our system. We're always looking at where do we get better. I just talked about that earlier. Who? Teamwork makes the dream work, baby. Let's go, right? Teamwork makes the dream work, right? That's how we can be consistent and stay committed to the plan. And that's how we are continuing to make adjustments and reflecting on our systems. Non-negotiables for us is no one is above the mission ever, right? Not even including myself. The mission at hand is always above you. That's one thing that I learned years ago. Whether you have a team members or whether it's just yourself or whether you have individuals that you collaborate like we're doing here. The mission has to be the mission, which could be the purpose of why you're doing this, has to be bigger than your emotions, than your feelings, than anything, right? And that's what we basically hold on to. Our standard and our negotiable is no one is above the mission. So, and then our targets, our challenge, we have our scorecard, but our challenge targets today is 30 contacts. That means people that say hello. Out of that, we're looking for a 15% conversation rate. So out of the 30 people that say hello, we're looking to have 15 conversations. Out of those 15 conversations, we're looking to generate, again, we're working around 50%, 7 or 8 prospects out of that. And then 4 offers, and then 2 contracts, and then two hot follow-ups. That is the challenge. That is the challenge that we set for ourselves today, right? So there you go. This is the recon that we filled out for 620. And we're ready to go. We're focused. We got our numbers and everything we need to do to make sure that we are striving for to hit the goals today. So, bam. Anything else, brother?
Oh. No, don't skip this. I know the recons might end up becoming repetitive in your mind, but trust us, like we don't just do it to do it. It's effective. It's reframing yourself to start your day on a 0-0. It's day by day, week by week, month by month. But over time, it compounds. You just stay at it, keep building on that habit every single day, and allow yourself to have more clarity as you're approaching the phone. So just excited that you're remodeling that, man.
Right? Be honest with yourself when it comes to your numbers and what you have to do. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Woo! Let's go. You ready?
Yeah.
You ready, Eddie?
I'm ready, Eddie. Who's ready? Man, the chat is quiet today, bro. What is happening? Oh, by the way, yesterday I got asked, somebody asked me if we do workshops or if we teach on, how to do all this. Like all you got to do is spend the 25 minutes, right? 25, like what we did today, what we did right now is what's going to set you up. Like imagine if you did this every single time when you start your day. Like I'm going to say this and I'm going to sound like a broken record. Like this is what you need to be doing. It's boring, it's mundane, but it's necessary, and it's how you win. It's how you get to where you need to get to. Without it, I'm sorry, but you're not going to be able to win. You're not going to be able to do it. You might have some wins here and there, but if you want to be consistent, if you want to have consistency and move from an average salesperson to a high performing closer, these are the things that you need to do, what we just showed you right now. And you're getting them for free in the Closers Lab experience, right? There's people that will pay, that you have to pay $5,000, $3,000, $4,000 to go, for have them show you this. And you're getting it here for free on the Closers Lab experience. So just want to make a point on that. All right, let's go. What do we got here? Let me refresh this. I think we have a few follow-ups that I got to call, and then we'll get into the new leads, and then we'll get back onto some other follow-ups. So let's look. I'm going to go to callback today, and then I'm going to filter it, Alexis, by lead status. No, sorry. Lead status funnel descending.
Okay.
All right. Who do we got here? So the first one. So I talked to Renato yesterday. He's good. Talked to Nathaniel as well. Let's see if Christian picks up. Which number did I call her from? If not, we're going to have to send her the text. Oh, by the way, Nathaniel, everyone that's watching, it's a property out in Louisiana. He ghosted us, and I sent him the ghost eliminator text. And he texted us back fast, huh, Alexis? He wasn't picking up for us. And then I sent him that text message, and what a coincidence, he picked up.
Yeah. You called from the Phoenix 1 number.
The Phoenix 1?
Yes. I just identified it.
My second agent number then.
I'm making a note of it too.
Cool. I think our chat's broken, bro.
Call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message
Interesting.
system. 60954.
We might have to end up calling her from like a little later this afternoon from North Carolina number or something. You know what I mean? Yeah, 'cause it sounds like she blocked our. It sounds like the number's going straight to voicemail. So I have to figure out what's going on with that. All right. So we're on our second attempt now. Let's go, Alex. Let's get those contracts, baby. Let's go. All right, let's see. All right. So then we call Christian. Bobby, I think Lena's still trying to get a hold of her. So Deborah. Oh, yeah, let's follow up with Deborah. Deborah was the one that was going to, her property was going to go to auction, remember? I don't know if you remember that one.
Trying to look at the notes. Oh, yeah.
Follow up with this one. Check after June 18th. She will know what happened to her house. All right, let's call, see what happened.
Yeah. That's a good one, actually.
Hello?
Hello, Deborah.
Yes.
Hi, Deborah. It's Max. I am calling you because I spoke with you, I believe it was last week, about your property over at Willowdale Court.
Okay.
Yeah, I wanted to follow through on our conversation. I'm trying to remember. I know you had asked me to call you after the 18th. You had the situation with the, I believe it was either you were trying to, it was going to was it you owed something on it? I can't remember. Can you remind me what it was? The auction or something like that?
Yeah, I was trying to sell another property
Mm-hmm.
and wanted to see what happened with that because I didn't want to sell Willowdale unless I sold that one.
Oh, got it. And what happened with the other property?
I haven't found a buyer for it yet.
Oh, okay, got it.
Interested in that one?
Let me see. Is that the one over at South Lawn Avenue?
Yeah.
Okay, I do have the info. Let me take a look here. I might be. Let me pull it up here and then let's see. Let's take a look. Can you tell me a little bit more about that one? What's like bed and bath and things like that, just to confirm?
It's a brick Cape Cod. It has the upstairs is 2 big bedrooms.
Mm-hmm.
The third bedroom is on the back side.
Okay.
Downstairs on the right corner. Across the back is the kitchen, a bathroom, the bedroom. On the front is the living room.
Okay.
And a dining room, which of course the dining room can be anything.
Mm-hmm.
It has a closet and windows.
Okay.
It's all hardwood floors that are in bad shape. They either need to be refinished or, gone over with luxury vinyl plank flooring or something.
Mm-hmm.
The kitchen and bathroom need remodeling.
Okay, got it. So
it's got about a 4-year-old Lennox heat and air heat pump, new indoor-outdoor unit.
Okay. And then is that a primary or is that a rental as well?
It's a rental.
It is a rental. Okay. It's currently occupied or vacant?
And vacant.
Vacant. All right. I see. Okay. Okay, and I do see. I'm looking at the pictures that you have on Zillow. Are those are the current ones?
Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
And
So, have you gotten any offers since you listed it on Zillow at all?
yes, I had a realtor talk me into doing an auction kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the way they explained it to me. They put it out there, low to get investors to come out. They had
Sound like an ovation.
To check it out. 140 was never an acceptable price for me, but that's what they thought, was best to inspire interest.
Mm-hmm.
And they got, a lot of interest in about 12 offers.
Mm-hmm. And you didn't like any of them?
The offers would be fine, but when you take the commission out of it, it becomes not fine.
Oh, got it. That makes sense. So just for my sake, so I can get an understanding. So you have an option with it's an actual licensed agent that has it listed?
Yes, but it was a very short-term thing just for them to try this auction. They're
Okay.
not like my realtors trying to sell it like for a three-month contract or something. It's the auction thing's over. It's
Mm-hmm.
over.
When does the option expire?
In a couple of days. It actually was supposed to be done Sunday, but they were waiting. They had some more offers. Some other people were sending in offers, so they just wanted to, maybe let it run through the end of the week to make sure they got all of the offers in from people that had come out to look at it.
Okay. Let me take a guess. Your highest offer was like 75,000?
Oh no, 160.
160. Okay. 160. That's a great offer. What stopped you from going with that one?
The commission.
Okay.
So that's what I would hope to get out of it.
That's what you would want to walk away with, is a 160?
Yeah.
Okay. I understand now. And
I really hope to get 180, but
I would hope you would get 180. That would be awesome.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that would be awesome. I mean, obviously, you always want to get as much as possible, and
yeah,
usually going on market, typically you will get the most possible. So, I definitely love to say like you're going to get more than that from independent buyers as myself, direct buyers. But because you already have this listed on the open market, where now everyone, including individuals like myself and regular buyers that would want to buy it to live in, have looked at it. So if you've gotten an offer at 160, I think for the most part, that's what the market is going to pay for it. If that makes sense.
Uh-huh.
We can list it for 180, 200. We can list it for 100. We can list it for whatever, but it's what the market is going to pay for. And it sounds to me, just based on this little small window that you've had it up for, like 160 is what the market is actually willing to pay for the property. Does that make sense?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
that's investors, not like if it were fixed up and put on the market.
Yeah, correct. No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's as is the way it stands.
Right,
If you now if you have the time and you have the money and you have the capability to to fix it up and all the resources, you want to get more, I would highly recommend doing that if that's what you would. Yeah, if you have that.
No, I would just like to get 160 out of it.
Okay. And let me ask you, if you didn't have to pay anything out of pocket or commissions, would you, I'm assuming you wouldn't look at any other offers beside the 160?
Yeah, 160 is what I need to get out of it.
Okay, 150 is what you need to get out of it. Okay.
60.
Oh, 160 is what you need. Okay, so even if someone came in, close to that, you wouldn't even entertain the offer.
159.
Okay, I get it.
I need 160.
No, I get it. I get it. I understand, and this is why I like to ask these questions because I don't want to come back and say, "Hey, we can pay 120." It wouldn't make sense, right?
Right.
Okay. Let me see here. And then are you able to, the option, was it an exclusive option? Can you sell now or do you have to wait till it expires?
I was going to ask him to release me.
Mm-hmm.
He was just letting a few more offers trickle in.
Okay.
And he knows that if I didn't get anything I was happy with, he was going to release me. The actual contract is dead end of the month, next week. But he would release me early if I asked him to. Yeah.
So is it a when just to make sure, is it just an option to, or is it an actual like contract? Because they're a little bit different things.
I don't know. What's an option?
So when I offer an option to, like, I've offered options to sellers in the past where we're sometimes a little too far apart. So what I do is I say, hey, I have a large investment network that I'm willing to show the property to. They might pay more. So would you give me an option to show them the property? It's not an actual contract saying I'm going to buy it. It's more of just you giving it an option to go out and show them the property. So when I hear option, that's kind of what I think. Yeah, compared to a contract.
No, it was just a very short-term thing for them to try the auction thing.
Okay, I see. Let me. I have my underwriting team here on the other side. I don't know if I'll be able to make you an offer today, just because of the situation with the option and all that. But can I place you on hold really quick just to see how far apart we are? Is that okay?
Sure, and he is willing to release me as soon as I ask him to.
Okay, you can get that in writing.
Said, no, I just talked to him this morning.
Okay. I know, but he'll put that in writing. That's what I'm saying when you call and say, hey.
Oh, yeah,
okay.
yeah. No, I would make him put that in writing.
Sure.
I would not sign anything with anyone else unless he put that in writing and, sent me a thing that said, contracts null and void.
Of course. Okay.
You're done.
Got it. Okay, that's great information to have. Give me 1 second and I'll be right back, okay, Deborah?
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's just not like many comps to that one exactly, like it being 3-1. Like I said in the private chat, PropStream kind of took the aggregate, the value to be around 208, but I don't really like to go by that if I don't have any comps to look at to like.
Yeah, that's the problem with PropStream. That's why I like to go both PropStream and Zillow.
Yeah, that's why, and then Zillow doesn't have anything remotely close to that. Yeah, definitely think like 160 is a little high.
Yeah, man, nothing's been sold in the last 6 months. Are you serious?
Yeah, I even prop. I won 6 months out, and then I even won a 1 mile radius. And there was still nothing. Even at 1.5, like then you start seeing some, but I mean that could be such a hit or miss at that point. I wouldn't even want to take that as a comp.
Yeah, there's one for sale, but it's a whole different property, and
it's a 3-3, right? Is that one? Is that what one you're looking at?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, the one in Rome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I saw that one, but I was like, that's 3-3 and bigger, and it's 199. So just think about that. You know what I mean? I was like,
Yeah, I'll let her know. We'll do some more due diligence because this is
definitely she seems to want to figure something out, and so maybe if we could do a little bit of research and call back, maybe we could hit her
I
with
do a little
like
bit of
if we
research,
give
and then
her
I'm gonna ask if she's open
those
for
two-
creative too as well.
exactly, yeah. I think that's the way.
Hey, Deborah, you there?
Yes, sir.
I apologize about the wait. So I was talking to him. What I want to do is we're looking at the area. So we're what I want to do is I want to do a little bit more due diligence on this, just to make sure to see if we're even close to, what you're wanting to get for it. Now that I get an understanding of, where you're at and things like that. I did want to ask you a question. They typically like me to ask is this. So if I come back and, obviously if we're not close to your 160 on the one lump sum, I understand that. I won't even come back and say, yeah, my offer is 120. I'm not going to do that. But I did want to ask you, if we can give you the 160 or more, potentially, would you be open to giving us some time to make you equal monthly payments and pay this off eventually?
What do you mean, owner financing?
So yeah, I mean, you hit the nail on the head there, right? So in essence, what we would do is, let's say that we came back and I said, hey, I can give you 160 or more in some cases. I mean, obviously, you would, we would make payments to you, and whatever timeline you feel comfortable giving us, we would end up refinancing or selling the property, one of the two.
I have a couple offers on the table right now for owner financing.
Okay.
And I would entertain that if I can't sell it outright.
Okay.
But my first goal, what I really wanted to do, I was trying to sell this house and Willowdale to do a 1031 exchange.
Oh, okay, got it. Okay.
And that obviously won't work with owner finance.
Not if you're
If I can't pull that off, then I might be open to selling it by owner financing.
Okay. That's fair enough. That's fair. I understand. This is why I like to ask the question before I go too deep into, the negotiations or even the conversation, excuse me. What do you have? Did you already identify a 1031 exchange opportunity?
It doesn't, a lot of them, but it doesn't do any good on today's market if you don't have the money in the bank.
Of course.
Nobody's going to take me seriously when I say, but do you mind if I sell these two houses first?
No, you're right about that. You're right about that.
I know exactly what I want. I know the area. I've been watching it. I see things come and go. And I'm like, I've come to the reality of I'm just wasting my time because things go on the market and fly off of it just as fast. And, I got to get the money in the bank before I can speak with anyone seriously.
That makes sense, right? And I think that's the right thing to do. The old saying, don't put the cart ahead of the horse, right?
I tried because that would make me feel much better.
Absolutely.
I did. I put an offer in on one and said, can we make it contingent to my, and they're like, no, we're kind of nervous about that.
Yeah.
And,
so let me,
understandably.
Another thing I just thought about as we're having this conversation, would you consider selling them as a package deal and, maybe meet somewhere where it would make sense for you and make sense for us? Both this one on Lawson and then Willowdale?
I would.
Okay.
But, I know what I need out of them. And I can't, take a low ball offer, then I still won't be able to afford the replacement property.
Yeah.
Well, if I can't do that, if I can't do that, then I don't even want to sell both of them because, they're my income.
So what's the difference? What do you need for the replacement property? What's the number? If you had a magic wand and it was like, here it is, this is what I need. This is what I need to happen.
If I had a magic wand, I want 350. I could make 330 work.
Okay.
But it would be really hard. There's that.
Got it. No, and that's I appreciate that. Now, I guess the hard question is, well, what happens if you don't sell? If you can't sell any of them because maybe we're a little too high on the asking price?
I just keep renting them.
Okay. Got it.
And, I don't have to, if they're my income, I can't just do away with it and not have income.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah, and I think that's why I think the conversation when it comes to you giving us some time to pay this makes probably with the asking price might make a little more sense. I don't know yet because I still have to get my underwriting team to run some numbers and stuff, and that's where we would be able to give you as much as possible. Obviously, to access the equity is going to be a little bit of longer time frame, but you would get a down payment. You would still collect monthly payments, but without the hassle of paying the taxes, insurance, and dealing with the tenants. You would just wake up, every month, and your money's in your bank account. That would be the difference.
Yeah, except for the huge loss of taxes.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, if you're using them for the depreciation on the taxes, obviously, yeah, I mean that.
No, I would owe so much.
What do you mean?
For selling them. Capital gains and recapture.
If you I get it. If you sell them as a one lump sum, yes. The only taxes you would, again, depending on your tax situation, I'm not a CPA. The only taxes you would incur if you sold them as owner carry, owner finance would be the taxes you would pay on the income that you get monthly at the end of the year.
Well, no, you would. Number one, I'd have to pay the recapture depreciation up front. In the year you sign a contract for owner financing, you owe the recapture depreciation at that time, according to the IRS.
Okay.
Then capital gains.
Yep.
The capital gains would be paid as the payments come in each year.
Correct.
Whatever you took in that year, you pay the capital gains.
Yeah. It would right would be on the amount that you earn.
You end up paying the taxes just in a little different way.
Yeah, of course.
And because I've owned them for 20 years, that recaptured depreciation is a lot.
Yeah. Okay. Well, like I said, let me see what we can do. I know I can tell you potentially 350, 330 might be too high, but we can have that conversation again once you feel like you haven't gotten the offers you want when it comes to the owner carry. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Deborah. Well, I appreciate it, and I will do a little bit more homework on this and see what we can come up with.
Okay. So when would you be getting back with me?
Typically either by the end of the day today, if I can, in a couple, like an hour or two, or if not tomorrow around the same time. Which one would be better for you?
Okay, cool. Oh, either way.
Okay, perfect.
If I don't answer, just shoot me a text. I probably laid my phone down and don't have it in my pocket.
Okay, that works. Appreciate it. Thank you.
I'm around.
Thank you, Deborah.
Right.
Bye.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
This lady wants way too much, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because even at 330, that's what 165, 165 each, right? Like that's higher than 160. Yeah, she's smart. She's asking for market value, and then she's not open to do the owner finance. I think if she would be open to do the owner finance or the seller carryback would be, I think she's gonna want a huge down payment.
Yeah, just hearing what she said. Yeah.
Yeah, based on the conversation and all that stuff. So I think this is more of a long-term follow-up. So
I think it's long-term. Yeah, long-term follow. Would you say? I mean, keep it at warm.
I say we keep it at warm, and then next contact maybe a week from now.
Okay.
I mean, just to see if anything's changed, because things change pretty fast. And then when I say long-term, I don't mean.
I feel like if she doesn't. Yeah, because I just feel like if she doesn't get something, that's where she's gonna start. Okay, like maybe I am asking. And things have changed from where I was at even a year ago. I mean, some people are still keep like attaching themselves to certain prices. When like you just hit her on the nail, like, hey, it seems like that's what the market's willing to pay. So just kind of like, giving her the opportunity to see that, and then maybe come to realization with time. So, okay, perfect. Sounds good then.
All right.
I'm trying to get that's it. You said 2 weeks, right? I'll put her at 10:30.
All right, cool. Let's see. She's a tough cookie, bro.
Yeah.
I like it though, because you're gonna
Yeah,
run
yeah.
into those. Like you need to make
Mhm.
sure that you're on your A game, and your skill set has to be really, really on par. Um,
What I
all right,
don't get is like if she wants that number, I'm just like, why would you even be open to putting it on Zillow for 140 like that? I just
yeah, that don't
like
make
what?
sense. That's why I wanted to call her out on that. Like, and and again, that conversation about the 160 offers the highest. Like, that's probably somebody just trying to lock it up, honestly,
Yeah.
right? So, and you notice what I did is I said, let me guess, you're getting offers. That's how usually you can get a number from someone is when you usually do that. Let me guess, you're getting offers and you go really low. Like, heck no, I'm not getting. I'm getting closer to I'm getting 90, right, or whatever, right? I'm getting 100 in this case.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it always gets them. I want to move over to the new leads, bro. There's 3 of them in there, so I want to give these a call. So
Let's do it.
let's do it. So the first one is Jeffrey F.
Yeah. Fletch. Ooh, that's nice.
Yeah, it looks like a nice property.
Literally, a house just sold for 321.
Say that again.
321, like right around the corner.
George, can I help you?
Hello, Jeffrey.
Yes, can I help you?
Oh, hey, Jeffrey. My name is Max. I am calling you because you had spoken to one of my team members about your property over at Glencore Drive.
Okay.
Yeah, I have my notes on here said that you were potentially considering selling that property.
All right. So I'm pretty sure I went over everything with your colleague. I would sell it when you guys send me a contract and an offer. Otherwise, I'm tired of these freaking phone calls and all the same goddamn questions over and over again. Goodbye. Figure it out. Only that's what you do.
Sound good, man. Don't be so angry. Sif!
You gotta
No
get
wonder
a good
he's
morning
tired of
sip going on.
No wonder he's tired of people because he don't even send me a contract. Okay, guy. Let me send you a contract to a non-email and no asking price. That's all.
Hey, this is what it comes with. It comes with the territory. We're just having fun with it now. That's the difference, man.
He said, send me a contract. I guess he wants me to mail it to his house, bro.
Get it together, Max.
Jeez, bro.
Yeah. I'm like, how are you in such a bad mood by 2 p.m.? Like, it's not even that late. Like, it's still a lot of day left, man. Like,
I know, right? So funny, bro. All right. So we're going to put this guy in. I'm assuming he's not interested.
Contract set.
or should we follow up with him in about 2 hours? Call him from another number.
Let me see. Oh, let's see.
Crazy guy.
I'm putting him 3 months. Did you do the primary NC number, or which number did you
I did
do?
the primary, yeah, the first. Yeah, when it's a new lead, I always call them from the first number, and then on the follow up, typically call them on the second number. Yeah. He's a hot one, so. This is fun. So the next one is it's Everett. It's a piece of land, bro. At least that's what it looks like. Wait. I'm confused. Yeah. It is a lot. 1 acre lot. It says single family, so let's call them, see what's going on.
Yeah, that's odd. Okay.
Call this guy. This property is in South Carolina. So I'm gonna call him with the first Phoenix number. SC, right? South Carolina?
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello, Everett.
Yes, Everett speaking.
Hello, Everett. This is Max. I am calling you because you had filled out some information on our website about your property over at Oak Ridge Drive.
Yes.
Yeah, so I was following through because obviously, want to see if you're still considering selling that property.
We kind of, sort of. We're just kind of working with some heirs, trying to see. Do you have a particular offer or something like that? Or?
So that's what I was calling for, to see if it qualifies for, one of the properties we would like to buy. I'm getting some conflicting information when I looked it up in a couple of the systems. So do you mind if I ask you some follow-through questions just to clarify a few things?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, got it. So one of the things I've noticed is I'm not sure if there's a property on here or if it's just the lot. Can you verify that for me?
It's a property on. I think it just hasn't updated. That's the problem.
Got it. Yeah, because I'm still seeing as a 1 acre lot, and then some other areas it shows as a 1997 single family property.
Yeah, it is.
It is. Okay. And then what is the bed and bath count to that property?
3 bedroom, 2 bath, 4 bedroom, 2 bath.
4 bedroom, 2 bath. Okay, got it. And then
hey, hold on one moment, please. Can you hold?
Sure. Yeah, I can. Does Propstream have it as a property?
Yeah, so therefore the property was built in 1996, and I don't think they updated the information properly on it.
Okay, got it. Yeah, the square footage on the property I did find where it says total interior is about 1,360.
Yes.
Okay, got it. All right, perfect. That makes sense. Now, is this currently and then the other thing too, is this a rental property or is this a primary?
315, 320. No, it's actually over an estate, and we're actually just moving the assets of the estate.
Oh, okay, got it. It is an estate. Okay,
Yeah.
got it. So, are you the representative of the estate?
Yes.
Got it. Okay. And then Mary was the owner of the property?
Yes.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, that was my previous grandmother.
Oh, okay. I see. Okay,
yeah,
got it. Say that one more time. I'm sorry.
She is deceased. She passed away, so that's why now I became the PR.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. Was that recent?
2 years ago in August.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear about that. Okay. Now I know typically when I make these calls, typically the day of, or even, recently when people start to think about selling, they usually have a number in mind what they want to get for it? Have you guys thought about what you would feel comfortable selling if you didn't have to pay anything out of pocket and sold it as is?
It's going to amount 100,000.
Say that one more time. I'm sorry.
100,000.
Okay. 100,000.
What's your price in mind?
Let me see. Let me make sure I turn up my phone here. Sounds a little low. I apologize. So 100,000 for the property, and I'm assuming you wouldn't look at any other offers besides the 100,000.
What do you have in mind?
That's kind of what I'm trying to pull up. I have my underwriting team here on the other side. They're working and looking at the area. I know there hasn't been a lot of property sold in the area. That's what we're trying to see if we can be close to that or actually at that. Let me see. Take a look here. And then as far as the condition, just so I can put in notes here, what is it? If you had to go fill up a Home Depot card to buy the materials, how much do you think it needs, to get that up to 2023 standards?
Upgrading wise, interior, I haven't been there in about 2 years. I mean, it's a pretty modern home.
Okay. Yeah, I mean 1997, definitely. Yeah. Okay, so has it been vacant for 2 years as well?
No. That wasn't her primary residence. It was a property that she owned.
Okay.
It's a second residence.
Okay, got it. But somebody was
occupied by my uncle.
Oh, by your uncle. Okay.
So so he was occupying that. So
I see.
He's been living in. It's pretty up to date.
Okay, definitely. Okay. Well, let me do this because I don't want to give you a blind offer. Let me do a little bit more research. I think I have enough information here when it comes to what your asking price, the property, property information. I'm gonna have my underwriting team take a look at a few things just because we're not seeing a lot of sold and quite a bit of activity here. But I did want to ask you if someone was to offer what you're asking, when are you looking to get this done? Like in 90 days or so?
Yeah, as quickly as possible. We're trying to get something to happen.
Okay.
But I'm not sure how you guys operate, but I've been doing this for about a year now. Has it been a year?
Wow.
Not a year, about 6.5, 8 months.
Mm-hmm.
I've been running into little issues in which you have individuals that say they're going to purchase, and then you have to wait 90 days, and then therefore, basically in essence, what they're doing is purchasing it and then trying to offload it and sell it for a certain amount.
Correct.
So I don't know how you guys operate. How do you guys operate with that?
So it depends. So we have we're a full real estate solutions company, right? We'll either keep it as a rental property for ourselves. We'll fix it up, list it on the market for sale to have a family move in there. A lot of times we do purchase it and sell it as is as well. So we have all the options on the table, right? When it comes to it, depending on, on the price, the need, and as far as like closing, it depends, standards 30 days or less, just because, attorneys have to do their work and their due diligence and all that. And so that's kind of the standard on our agreements. But I mean, we're a full real estate solutions company, so we use everything we can.
Now, someone's already in the home now, so I'm not sure how you guys would operate with that. Would you evict that individual, give them an opportunity to stay? Or
so no, that makes sense. Are they on a lease or are they month to month?
No, they're not on a lease or nothing. He's claiming ownership of his name. It's not on the deed whatsoever.
Okay.
So
he's
it's just something it would.
Got it. He's a squatter?
I guess, yeah, a lot of people be calling him squatter.
Okay.
So he's claiming ownership because he feels as though he's used his funds
Wow.
to pay the property off, but he hasn't used his funds. It's used.
Yeah. I mean, there's a few ways to deal with squatters. Some we can talk about and some we can't.
I know. That's been the biggest issue, just dealing with the headache of claiming that he owns it and he's not trying to leave, offering to sell.
So he's giving you a hard time. Have you tried to evict it, or you just guys want to just avoid it altogether?
Well, we're trying an eviction process, and our lawyer is stating no because he's an heir, so he's technically an heir. It's really considered a property
Okay.
So basically, he's living in an heir's home.
So is he an heir that's going to have to sign when it comes to
He's
selling?
an heir that's going to have to sign.
Okay.
No, I don't think that he's going to be an heir that's going to have to sign. I look at it like a state. But as for, we went through the process of the courts state liquidate.
Okay.
So that's the main reason why I'm actually the probate. I'm the
Personal representative.
the PR. Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't think that he can stop and sell. I mean, there's two other siblings. I mean,
Yeah.
the only way you stop the sale would be if he's going to buy. Isn't that true?
Yes or no, depending on how you went to probate, I'm assuming, through a probate attorney.
Yes.
Yeah. So depending on, so you could be the personal representative, and then there's going to be those that are going to benefit, which includes the heirs. A lot of times, they do have to sign, depending on how it was structured and written. If there was, so you would have to ask your attorney. I've seen it where they had to. And what I've had to do in some cases, I bought properties where I buy out, with, let's say there's 3 heirs, I buy out 2 of them, and then I deal with the third one, even though they stay on title. I come in and I buy buy your percentage or whatever the case may be. But a lot of times with probates, they don't allow that. So it just depends on how the probate got done. If we need his say so when it comes to selling the property.
Well, based on the way it's worded, because he was a previous PR, so I'm thinking more likely, and he was removed. So,
okay,
from what I'm understanding, I feel as though that she is actually trying to get the property sold, regardless.
Mm.
So,
okay,
I don't really feel, because that's a judge. She's a female judge. I was thinking that it's not going to really require it. Now, from what I have heard, is that a letter will go out to individuals stating that the home is being sold.
Yes.
And if you can test,
yep.
Therefore, yeah. So I'm thinking that's the direction we're headed in.
Okay, got it. Yeah, no, I've been through multiple ones, and every state's different, right? We buy properties in 4 states, and they're all different. They all have their own rules and laws and stuff, but well, at least, I know now, obviously we have that situation. It sounds to me like you're at the point where you just want to move forward and away from this.
And all the heirs are interested. The 2 other heirs is a total of 3.
Total of 3.
They're interested in just moving on.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a total of 3. So it's my mother and my aunt, and then my uncle is living in the home. And he would just make it way easier to say, hey, how about this? I'll give you X amount of dollars.
Mm-hmm.
Go on.
Yeah, buy them out.
He doesn't want to pay anything. Yeah, so the thing is, man, not paying anything is always going to get you.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
gotta have some skin in the game at some point.
Hey, that's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
so. But I have a very good probate attorney friend that's in Florida. This guy he's amazing. So he does a lot of probates and helps a lot of people. And let me see what we can do. I need to first figure out if we're even close to your asking price. That's going to be the first thing, right? Because I don't want to make a decision here on the fly. I'm not pulling everything up. So I'm going to work with my underwriting team to make sure that we're even close to what your 100,000 asking price. And then we'll start from there and get you a better answer from me. Okay.
And what's your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah. So my name is Max, and I apologize that I didn't clarify in the beginning. And the website that you filled out for us was called Sell My Property Fast. And I'm centrally located in Phoenix, Arizona.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Good. Max in Phoenix, Arizona.
Correct.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Sounds good, Everett. Well, I appreciate the conversation. Let's see if we can do something. And if not, I'll shoot you back a message, or I'll call you back and let you know where we're at with this. Okay.
Okay. Sounds
Yeah.
good.
Thank you, buddy. Woo! They got a lot going on over there, bro.
A lot going on. Yeah, and it just seems like it's out of nowhere, honestly.
You know what's going to happen? I don't know how the probate was done, but they're not going to be able to sell that property without that other person signing if they're an interest in the party. Yeah, everyone has to sign. You know what it's going to come down to is the force of the sell. The force of the sell is going to come down to it's going to come down to forcing the sell, right? And then whatever it gets sold for, then it's going to split. Usually it goes to a judge, and then a real estate agent has to list it on the market for fair market value. And then it goes to there, like, especially if they need to sign and they don't want to sign. So that's always the hard part when there's more than one error. Yeah, I mean, that sucks. That's why you got to have a will or a living trust.
Yep.
Yeah. So you got to have a living trust because of this. This is a good example, right, because of what this guy's going through right now. Is you got to have a living trust, man, because then nobody has to worry about who does what, your medical, none of that, your finances. Like, the trust is the law, right? And so that sucks.
Yeah.
I don't see, dude. Old, bro.
With your experts on that, but definitely. I said definitely checking with your experts on that. We're not 100% experts, but we've seen certain situations that kind of lead us to say that. Definitely, if you're looking into that, get some professional advice on that.
We have to, right? Because like this could be where you just waste your time,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't. Well, here's one.
It's crazy. You saw comp?
Yeah. But this is a manufactured home. 1,500 square feet, 2001 build, sold for 74,500, but that's a manufactured, bro.
That's the one on Winding though, right?
On what?
Winding Jolly Road.
No, it's on Peister Road.
Okay.
Yeah, Peister Road.
Definitely think 100,000 though still pretty high.
Based on what though, bro?
Hey. just like the ones that show up on Zillow, but they're not really like,
they're too far apart. There's no way you can like
that's the crazy part of that. You know what I mean? They're just so far away.
I mean, you go from like you go from a lot that's sold for 80 grand, right? A parcel of land, and then you got another property. You know what I mean? Like bro.
Yeah.
We would need to get, and this is in South Carolina too, so I don't know all the ins and outs for South Carolina, but I'm assuming we would have to get somebody there. All right, for now we're gonna skip this because it's a lot of work and find out. He's got to find out first. Like, he's got to get a good grasp if that guy needs to.
Yeah, whoever even at.
Yeah, see if they need to sign. So.
Yeah, it sounds like they have a lot to figure out.
How do you pronounce this guy's name?
Fall Pause Art. I don't know. Fall.
How do you Pause Art says, I have no real estate background and sometimes get lost in the jargon. Where should I start to learn what I need to know? So number one is you got to get into a community. That's the first thing. If you're running solo, watching YouTube videos, you could learn a thing or two, but it's going to be tough. So whether, you can get into our community in the Discord, ask a lot of questions in there. Number two is that you don't need to know everything to take action, right? If you get stuck somewhere, like say I didn't know anything about a probate, I'm not going to act like I know anything about a probate. I would let that guy know that I spoke with that. Let me talk to my partners. Let me see what's going on. I'm not too familiar with that. And you notice I said some of those things in there. So, but I think in order to help you where you need to start, you gotta become a member of a community for sure. And there's no other community like the Closers Lab Discord. It's free. We do a lot of training in there. We do quite a bit of stuff. So, and the link's in the description so you can join that community and learn a lot more. All right. Who's next? Paul?
Yeah, that's what I have.
All right, let's see. This is a cold call lead. Looks like. Let's call him up. Is this another land deal, dude?
Yeah. Let me see.
Yeah, but it is. Where are these deals coming from? Dang, it sold back in 2005 for 700,000. All right, let's call him. See what's popping.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning, Paul.
Hello. Yes.
Hey, Paul, it's Max. I am calling you because you had spoken to one of my team members about your property over at 164th Ave Northeast.
Yes.
Yeah, I had some notes on here that you might be considering selling that one.
Well, I'm not really.
Oh, you're not? Okay.
It's an income. I talked to 4 or 5 people.
Okay.
I quoted a price of firm 1.2 million.
Okay.
It's an income property for me.
Got it. Okay.
It's a horse ranch. It's a horse ranch.
Okay.
And I lease it out to horse trainers and
nice
boarders.
Okay.
So.
Got it. So 1.2 million would be the price that you would say, hey, I would sell it, but you're not really looking. There's nothing really that has you considering selling it. Sounds like.
No. I mean, I've got it leased out, and I do have to give tenants, trainers, a 60 days notice. So.
Yeah. Okay. Got it. Nice. All right. And then this is just to confirm, it's about 10 acres, the property?
Yes.
Okay. 10 acres.
1900 square foot house. It's got 2 stables, a large indoor riding arena, a small indoor riding arena.
Okay. And the property that's on the obviously property that's on the premises, what's it a 3-bedroom, 2-bath? Just to confirm that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is. All right. Perfect. 3-bedroom, 2-bath. And the because you said you do lease it out to horse trainers, and it's a horse ranch. It has all the stalls and water, all that stuff that's necessary for that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, you could board. You could board 40 horses there. I would not recommend that.
Okay, that's good to notate. Right. So that's good to notate. All right. Well, again, I was just calling to see because I had in my notes here that you might be considering, but I understand now it's an income property for you, and obviously you wouldn't want to get anything less than 1.2. I did want to ask you, because I'm going to have my underwriting team look at this. Again, no promises or anything. If they were able to offer the 1.2 or maybe even more, would you be open to giving us some time to make equal monthly payments and potentially pay this off in a certain amount of time?
Oh, yeah, I guess I would be.
Okay, you would be?
Yeah, my hesitation is the people I lease to.
Right.
One of them has been there 18 years.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Lively before. Okay.
Right. Okay. So they've been there 18 years. Well, one of the goals for the option of, let's say we can come and give you 1.2 or more, and then you gave us that time to, to pay that off, would be to really identify, because they sound like really great tenants, right? For lack of a better word. Try to keep them there depending on what the monthly payment that they're making, right? Because if it's like, say that, we made you let's say we agreed on 1.2 or more, but then we're paying you more than what the actual income's coming in, then it wouldn't really make sense. Yeah. What's the ballpark? What's the monthly payment that they're making?
They're making it's about 3,000.
Okay.
So I make on it 8,000
a year. You make 8,000, or what do you mean? I'm sorry.
No, 8,000 a month.
Oh, month. Okay, got it. Okay, 8,000 a month. And that's and then what do you think you clear, like the net off that 8,000?
Listen, horse business, you don't clear anything.
No, I can imagine. I've never been in the horse business, but I've heard the stories, with the trainers and stuff. I had a buddy of mine that was trying to get into it. So,
I'm sorry, I was just on my way out the door, so I got a lunch meeting, so I've got to go.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good. You take care.
All right. Bye.
Bye. 1.2. The only thing he didn't give me was if he owed anything on it, but I don't think so. For how long he's been, I'm not seeing anything on it.
No, I'm not seeing anything either.
I don't think he would do it though, bro. There's no motivation there. You know what I mean?
No, no, there isn't. But I think what he said. He's saying he's not clearing anything, right? That's what he said.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. That's what he said, right? Like, so. Yeah, because even at 1.2, amortized by 30 years at 0% interest would be $3,300 a month.
Yeah.
But you got to think about it though, is you really getting 8,000 a month? Because you have to remember, like, you got your taxes, insurance, maintenance. I can only imagine what his operating costs are. He's probably being nice too. He's a really nice guy. Yeah, I don't think I would want to own a horse property, bro.
No.
All the liabilities and stuff. Dang. All right. So that's a no-go. Interesting conversation, though.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, let's get back to our follow-ups. All right, we spoke with Deborah already. Talked to Christian, we tried to call Christian. So I am on Rebecca, bro.
Rebecca? Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to tell you. So what I did is I went to callback today. Yeah, and then I filter it by last edited, newest first.
Last edited?
Yeah, right on the A to Z.
Okay.
And Deborah should be the first one on there.
Okay.
Is that what you see?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'm in Rebecca.
Okay.
All right, so this is another. All right, no answer. Let me call back. There's no voicemail either. All right, so I've called Rebecca twice already. So 2 attempts from Phoenix number 1, main primary, excuse me. All right. Donald, where you at? Donald's a deal, bro.
Donald, pick it up, 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 pick it up. Oh,
I can see it.
Yeah.
I can see it.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Yep. This is the one.
Donald, Donnie boy, don't you hide from me.
There's definitely activity here, so we do.
Yeah, more than the other one.
Hello.
Hello, Donald.
Yes.
Hi, Donald. My name is Max. I am calling you because you had spoken to one of my team members about your property over at Dudley Drive.
Yeah, I'm not interested in selling at any price. Thank you.
Oh, okay, got it. Hung up. Maybe he's not. You upset him, bro.
Sure, I don't. I'm telling you, it's 240. It could be. Never mind.
What is it? Sour
Let's
Tuesday?
go. It's all good. It's all good. We sifting. We sifting. We vibing.
Sift.
We vibing.
You forgot the sift button, bro. You forgot the sift button. All right.
Smash
So
it.
what we're gonna do with this
good,
guy
man.
is we're gonna move him out of callback today. Put him into call.
Yeah, I'm a fool. So. That was from MC1, right? I just want to confirm.
Sorry? Yeah.
Nothing. I was confirming MC1.
Yep. Latrell said, let's go on to the next. I love the energy.
Oh, yeah. We sifting. We sifting. We keep it rolling.
The one I have next is Lawrence. Lawrence Z.
Go Lawrence. Yeah, I have it right here. In Raleigh. Vámonos.
Vámonos a la playa.
Hello.
Hello, Lawrence.
Yes.
Hey, Lawrence, it's Max. I'm calling you because you had spoken to one of my team members about your property over at Upchurch Woods.
I don't know if I have it on. What are you talking about?
Yeah, so what I have here is looks like they on the notes you were potentially considering selling that one.
Oh yeah, about a couple times in the last couple of years.
You've been trying to sell it for the last couple of years?
No, I just talked about it.
Oh, just talked about it. Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
I see. No problem. And that's why I was calling to see what, you know what I mean? Since I had it on here, I didn't know if you were, you know, where you were at as far as, you know, when you were going to, make a decision to sell this?
Well, that I know. I know I won't be doing nothing for the rest of this year.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
There's other things that are more important that are being taken care of now.
Okay, got it. Now, do you have any other properties you would consider selling besides this one, Lawrence?
No, I don't. This is all I got.
That's all you got. Okay. Well, I appreciate the transparency, and I will make sure. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, appreciate it. And I'll make sure I notate that. They, maybe next year we'll give you a call.
Okay. Take
Sounds
care.
good. Yeah, you too. Sift. Let's go. He said, I got more important things than sit around and talk to you, Bubba. I got more important things to sit around, talk to you, Bubba.
He's like,
listen here, Bubba. I don't want to talk to you either. You're local. You gotta talk to yourself, bro. All right.
Oh yeah, no, it's coming right here. You're in Darla, right?
I can feel it coming in the air right now. Hold on while I make the call.
Let's keep it rolling.
Tony, see ya in the house. Sif, happy hunting. Tony, you better not have a contract, bro, because I'm about to step it up, man.
Let's keep it rolling.
Please leave your message for.
It's the only thing.
Hello.
Hello, Darla.
Yes.
Hey, Darla, it's Max. I'm calling you because you had spoken to one of my team members about your property over at Southland Drive.
We're not ready right now. I'm actually in the middle of a crazy day in clinic, so.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Probably, I would say 3 to 6 months, honestly, is what we'd be looking at.
Mm-hmm.
We're not there right now, but that's potential.
Got it. Okay.
I don't know if you can note that somewhere.
I definitely can, and that's why I was calling, just to see where you were at as far as a timeline, and I guess what I'll do is I'll put it on the calendar or put a note here. We can call you back by then. So,
Okay.
All right, sounds good. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. All right. Bye-bye.
Next.
Yeah.
So I've called her from the primary NC number.
Yeah, that's what it's saying. I'm gonna take her off of the callback today.
Yeah, let's do that. Yep. I mean is the deal right here, bro. I mean what I say, and I say what I mean. That's how you pronounce that name, right? I mean.
I saw that actually. I was like, oh.
Is that legit, bro? I'm gonna look it up on PropStream.
Let me check. Okay, got it.
Kind of like the other one, the Kia Número 6. You remember that one yesterday?
Yeah. Yep. And then there was another one too that I saw earlier. I was like, Sin que mano. I was like, what a name. That's a new
That's
one.
not even the owner, bro. Oh yeah, it
It's
is.
not.
It
I
is.
mean, I think it is.
It is.
I mean, that's what Props you says.
So is it Georgina? The co-caller put I mean.
I know that's what I said. I mean, well,
How do you get I mean from Georgina, bro? I mean, she might be ready to sign, you know what I'm saying? Like Daniel says.
Georgina. Um, I mean, are they ready or are they ready?
I mean, it's not
Yeah,
the
I have
husband
no
or
idea.
not on title.
I didn't see anybody else on title. It's
No,
Georgina. Georgina.
I'm gonna call her Georgina because
William, actually.
who
William?
is the seller? Was the seller to
Oh, yeah, he
Georgina?
was
No,
the seller. Yeah, yeah.
wait.
No, yeah, it was a seller. I'm just trying to look.
I'm
Yeah,
confused, bro.
huh?
So I'm confused.
Here's Georgina. Seems like Yasmin. That's what it was.
Mean. That's what it was,
Yeah.
bro.
I was like, I'm trying to identify where.
Yasmin is I mean.
Oh my goodness.
Yasmin.
We're looking for that.
Oh my God.
All right, I'm
Well,
gonna
let's call
propose
Yasmin. So Yasmin,
Yasmin.
right?
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Not
She'll
I
correct
mean.
you. Not I mean.
Yasmin, you're ready to sign. You know what I mean?
Now mean Yasmin. We're ready to roll. Are you?
This is funny.
Let's make it happen. Here it is.
Yeah, how may I help you?
Hi, I'm calling to look for the owner of Eastwood Avenue.
Yeah, how can I help you?
Oh, hi. I was calling because you had spoken to one of my team members about potentially selling that property on Eastwood Avenue.
Yeah, you don't want to open up and go in there. You got trying to speed or something.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's the first time I talked to you, so I'm not sure where that would be coming from. I've never had a conversation with you.
I know you history. But thanks anyway.
So you're not considering selling it? Not serious, bro. I don't know who that was, so I didn't want to say Georgina or Yasmin.
Yeah, and that's odd. Mm-mm-mm. I'm checking the numbers. Yeah, you dialed it correctly. I don't know what he mean though. Yasmin is not there. So
Yeah, I mean, call it out, right? Like, I don't know what you mean by that. This is my first time talking to you, so
yeah.
again, this is what I always say, right? Like, we're not in the business to convince them to even have a conversation with us. If they're not ready to have a conversation, then don't force them to. Because, I mean, you could still do the process like I did. Like, hey, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, this is my first time calling, so I don't know what you mean by that, right?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, not with the state of mind.
No.
And that's the reality too, right? Like, let's say your best prospect is not there, you didn't get a pickup. You want to force that call, like you want to force, but it's like, nah, there's really nothing. Even if you were to spend a minute or 10, there's really nothing there. So
Yeah, absolutely, bro. Exactly.
you just gotta sift.
Sift.
Let's see.
Sift the Maloo. Who we got next?
Yeah.
Carl. Let's call Carl. And Carl, you better not be hiding from me, bro.
Let's go, good old Carl.
Carl, let's go right before lunch.
Make it happen.
Hello?
Hello, Carl.
Yeah.
Hey, Carl, it's Max. I'm calling you because you had spoken to one of my team members about your property over on Hammersmith Road.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had on my notes here that you were considering selling that property.
Yeah, we already got an offer on it. Sorry.
Okay, when do you close?
I don't know. Just for the real, but now we'll be for another month or so.
Oh, okay. You decided to go with to list it on the market.
No, my realtor sold it for me.
Oh, okay. Sold it for you off market to an investor.
Yeah, no, to an investor. Some family. I don't know who they are. I guess I'll see them later.
Oh, nice. Okay, but you don't have a contract yet. So, are you want to consider any other offers, or you're pretty solid on that?
No, I'm solid. I'm good.
Okay. Do you have any other properties you would consider selling, Carl?
No, that's it.
That's it, huh? I'm late to the party, man. All right.
Thank you.
Sounds good. Bye. Progressions.
Come on,
Boom,
Carl.
boom, boom, boom. The progressions.
Late, I'm putting late to Max was late to the party.
Receiver's not open. What's that, bro?
I'll put Max was late to the party.
I went through the progressions. Yeah, that's the thing, right? When they say it's sold, like, congratulations, when do you close? Right away, it was like, oh, I don't know yet. Now that was my end.
Yes, sir. Let's see. That was, yeah, I'm seeing.
Oh, this one, sure. The one next to the Shirley one, I put this one in here not to necessarily call her, but to do, we got to do some due diligence.
Okay.
I think she wanted too much, so I'm going to skip that one. Let's see. All right, let's call. Did you talk to this lady, Dana? Because I saw the notes, but I wasn't sure if that was a conversation or if that's just something that you looked up.
I think I just looked it up.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
I'll be right back, bro. Talk to the people.
Yep. Let's see. Oh, yeah, this is the one in Washington. This might be a good one with going there. This next one, it was listed on the market. That's why he was asking if we actually had a conversation. We were able to get that seller on the phone. I'm just trying to check it still. Seems like they. Yeah, it seems like they removed the listing. It's no longer there, so that's interesting. It's not showing anything else, though, which makes it a little odd. But it seems like it was up for 515 for 17 days. And then was listed in March for 574. But they had to go down substantially. So we just put here, was listed in the market, keep a close eye to see if anything changes. So we're just trying to do a follow-up on this one more than anything.
What's going on?
No, I'm just letting them know. So essentially what we're putting in the notes, what we're seeing. Yeah, it's no longer on listed, which is odd, but
I
it doesn't
saw
even
it. So
show.
did you see the notes I put in there that MLS status on processing says listing failed or fall? I think they have the same thing, listing failed, fall, whatever.
Yeah, I think we should just see what she's at because she kept going down. She was 574 in March for like 3 days. Didn't see any. Then went down to like 515. I think it was up for 17 days. I don't think you saw anything.
All right. Jose said, "Do you give backup offers?" No. Yeah, we're now. What we will say though is, if that falls through, like I told that guy right now, right? Is he open to, or I'm sorry, since he hasn't signed an agreement, is he open to, hear out other offers? No, because that's more for that, and I know where you're coming from on that. That's the traditional side of things. Like, yeah, you don't want to. I've never given backup offers when it came to buying properties direct, direct to seller. Yeah, I mean, so all right, let's give her a call. Los pajaritos están cantando.
Hi, this is Dana.
Hello.
Hello, Dana. Hey, Dana, it's Max. I'm calling you because you had spoken to one of my team members about your property over at Ferdinand Street.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I was calling you because I had in the notes here that you're considering selling that property.
Yeah, I have a broker, though, an agent that who actually sold me the house to begin with. So he's working with me on that. We're trying to fix a few things with the house. So kind of just in a holding pattern right now.
Oh, okay, got it. Yeah, that's why, before I actually called, I looked it up online and I noticed that it was listed, but then the listing came off. Is that what's happening? You're just doing some updates,
Yeah,
or?
we've had several buyers actually, and just have had to go through a couple different fixes to the house. And we have one more thing we're working on, and then I think we'll probably relist it with our agent.
Oh, okay, got it. And then,
Where we're at.
yeah, no problem. What are you going to be listing it for after you do the repairs and all that?
Well, that's a good question. I don't know right now, actually. Depend on a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we just have to kind of wait. We're going to have another inspection and then kind of give it a good once over. So.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it sounds like you have it all taken care of. I was calling to see if you would be open to potentially getting an offer, obviously before you hit the market, but which I didn't know anyways, right? That you were going to go back on market, but it sounds to me like you're already have that commitment as far as getting it back out on the market and see what happens.
Yeah, I think so. But if we switch gears,
I've almost got your number now, so
Sure.
yeah, I'll give you a call.
You know what? Yeah, no, definitely. That's fair. You know what I'll do is I'll put out my notes here that you're going to, obviously it's going to be listed back on the market. You don't have a price yet, but I also put on my calendar if you or me maybe checking in to see how the sale is going, when would I put that on the calendar? That way I can give you a call.
I'd say by, I don't know, July 1st, probably.
Okay, July 1st. Fair enough. Well, it sounds good. I'll notate that, and I already have it locked down, or sorry, the callback locked down on the calendar, and then that way we'll see how it's going. Hopefully you can sell it, but if not, I'm looking forward to maybe we can make an offer. Yeah, sounds good. All right, thank you, Dana. Appreciate it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Bye-bye.
So it sounds to me like interesting.
Mhm.
Sounds to me like
Yeah.
she was getting a lot of requests for repairs.
Yeah, when she first put it on the market, huh?
Is there pictures for the listing at all?
Actually, Prop has some good ones of the inside. I don't know how accurate those are though. Actually, it says July 2022.
Oh, okay. It might be.
So, but I wonder what type of repairs they were asking her. I mean, doesn't look terrible, honestly, inside. I'm just wondering if
From
there
1
was
year ago.
something else
From 1
they
year ago, right?
found. You see them?
I'm looking at them right now.
You know what I
Not
mean?
a
It
bad.
doesn't look like you wouldn't look like something like that would have a lot of issues, you know. So I'm wondering if, but it doesn't also seem like she went under contract. So if, I don't know how there would be an inspection report done at that moment if there was real no, if she never even went under contract. We saw on Prop and Zillow. Seems like she had it up and then down like within 3 days. So it's just an interesting story just for the numbers.
Yeah, and then her tonality with the agent too, bro. It didn't sound. Did you hear her tonality too? Did you pay attention to that?
Yeah, even when you asked her, so how much are you planning, right? Like that's as an agent essentially a question. So there might be a disconnect that's
There
happening.
is.
So I think that's why I think we should just put a pause. I already put the follow. Actually, no, I didn't change it. My bad. She said July 1st. So I will change it here. It's actually during the Saturday call, so
Okay, perfect.
we'll do a
Let's just
follow
take
up.
it call back today.
Yeah. Okay. And then do I take her off of the
stuff, guys? Keep it. Yeah, off the call today. Good stuff, guys. Keep it up. Thanks, Eddie. Appreciate you. Let's go. All right, we got Rolando.
That one, do you want me to put it as a Calendly as well, or just like on the?
I would put that as
Or just on Podio.
Yeah, just on Podium.
Okay, I just want to make sure. Perfect.
Yeah, she was nonchalant about it. Like,
yeah.
Anyways, we'll find out more later.
Time will tell.
Rolando. ¿Qué estás haciendo? Rolando. See if Rolando's interested in doing a deal. Let's do a deal, bro. Hello, Rolando?
Yes.
Hey, Rolando, it's Max. I'm calling you because you had spoken to one of my team members about your property over at Gilman Avenue.
It's already sold, my friend.
Oh, you sold it already?
Yeah.
Wow, okay. You already done and closed on it?
Yeah, I already closed on it.
Oh, okay, sounds good.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Bye.
Shit, I forgot to ask him if he had properties.
Give him a call back.
Yeah, I am.
That's always a good question. Always.
I know, bro. How you let me forget, bro?
Perdón. Yeah, we'll get him.
Always call back. He's not gonna pick up now.
Yeah, ya supo.
Hello, it's Orlando. Leave the message after the tone.
¿Qué onda, mi compa? Contésteme, chinga, hombre.
It's in his house, though.
Yeah.
Cool. I just saw it.
Did it sell for real?
Yeah, I did. 526. Yeah, I just saw it.
Manly said, "This is great content. Appreciate you, brother. This is real, right? Like this is real life right here." So
It's so crazy. It's a 2-1, 550, 526.
That's Washington for you, bro. All right, so we're gonna take it off call back today. We're gonna take it off Warren. We're gonna put it on Miss Opportunity and sold.
Yeah, no.
I hate doing that. I hate the gray, bro. I hate the gray. All right, who was next? Lindsay or Joshua?
Let's look at Joshua.
Joshua, right? I think it was Joshua.
Yeah, I'm looking at Joshua right now.
All right, cool. This is the guy that didn't answer us yesterday, huh? Let me try to call.
Yeah, but let's check which one you called him from. Let me see.
That's what I'm looking for because I want to call him from another number.
Yeah.
706 area code. It either had to be with the primary Phoenix number.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe not. I don't have anything for the primary Phoenix.
Joshua. 4977.
That's weird.
It's not even showing it.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. That's really weird.
Is he the one that they didn't even call?
Is he the one that what?
Didn't even dial? Like, you remember there was one that didn't ring? I don't think it was him.
Oh, I don't know. Let's try it. Let's call him.
Oh, no. Here he is. It's under the primary number 1. He's named.
Oh, it's under his name? Yeah. Fox said, thanks for another learning. Time to start my shift. See you tomorrow. Later, brother. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate you. It's under his name?
Yeah.
Under which number, though?
The primary Phoenix.
I'll call him the second AV number.
Yeah.
Let's go.
You reached Josh. I'm unavailable to come.
What's going on, Josh? Max is in la troca mamalona, ready to roll.
It's not that far from me either, bro. This property.
Hi, you reached Josh. I'm unavailable to come to the phone right now, but if you leave your name and number, I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you, and have a great day.
At the tone, please record your
That's
message.
from a cliffhanger in the last one. Okay?
You may hang or press 1 for more options.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
because you don't want to burn this number.
bro. Yeah, it's like 20 minutes from me. Let's go.
Sounds like a door knock. What's going on here?
Mhm.
I got this paper I need you to sign. At 40 cents on the dollar.
40 cents on the dollar.
That's a really nice house, though, man.
It is. Newer house.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah, it's that's right by South Mountain. Like it's actually an upcoming area. It's pretty clean. Lindsay. This guy didn't answer yesterday. I don't remember what number we called him from. And we left him the cliffhanger voicemail. Man, today's a
Lindsay, right?
huh?
Lindsay?
Yeah, Lindsay.
Let's see.
910.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice message. Hi, you've reached Kimberly Ross. I'm unavailable to take your call right now.
What the heck? How'd that happen? That is weird.
Wait.
I know what I did. Calmado. I clicked the number below.
Bien filoso.
¿Qué pasó con tu compa?
Where he at?
el Míralo, ahí está.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging.
Salió del bosque.
El All right. Roy. Old Roy boy. Did we talk to Roy? What did we shoot Roy text? All right, I'm gonna call Roy. Let's pick it up. Give a big push these last 20 minutes. Hello, Roy.
Huh?
Hey, Roy, it's Max. I was calling about the property that you own over here on Pumpkin Road. You talked to one of my team members about it?
Yeah. No, we're not gonna fail. We adding on right now.
You're adding on to it right now?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, okay.
Adding 2 rooms.
Oh, wow.
All right, thank you.
Sounds good. I think I talked to this guy yesterday, didn't I?
He sounds familiar. Like
No,
the
he
name Roy.
sounds like another guy that we talked to as well. They're all starting to sound alike now, bro. So we gotta have detailed notes. Remember, for you that are watching this, and you need to remember to have a lot of notes, because as you prospect, that's kind of what you got to rely on, and the dispositions too. So, what's up, Leo? Leo Acquisitions in the house. Veronica said, now that I can see the process, this is making so much more sense to me. I'm still off with numbers, but hearing the conversations with sellers, things are starting to click. Let's go. Yeah. I got a screenshot.
Like that's right there. Like, that's awesome. Like, to see
I got a
that.
screenshot,
Like,
bro.
like, that's the best part of all this, guys. Like this is what we're doing it. And just the more questions you ask, the more you shall receive.
Yeah. Wow, bro.
Yeah, let me. Another one.
No, you're good, bro. It came out good.
Bien chulos, bien filosos. No, but
I don't know if you're
Veronica,
looking left or if you're looking right, bro. No, that's amazing to hear, Veronica. I appreciate it. That means a lot, because that's what we're striving for. Exactly. Your comment here is what we're striving for, because a lot of people they a lot of trainings and such and such and such and such. It's very, very vague, 10,000, 30,000 square foot view. Here, you're in the weeds, right? You're not making the calls, but you're in the weeds. You're seeing that we're in the weeds. We're in it with you, and we're you get to see how to navigate, what to do, not to do exactly live. So I'm glad that you're getting that value. That means a lot. Thank you for that comment. So, Leo, where do we send leads, Max? Let me grab the link again for you. I need to save it, actually. Where's it at? You have the link, bro?
Yeah, can you just share it though? I don't have the comments section.
Oh, okay. Got it. Yeah. Yep, I got
bro.
it. Let's go, Leo. Get those leads in here. Let's close them. All right. So I just put it in the comment in the chat there for you, Leo. It's also in the video description as well too. Remember one thing that I said. I don't know if you were on here earlier. I want to make sure we get understanding. Like, when you submit the lead, make sure you fill everything out. Make sure it's not a cold call. You actually have talked to people, maybe have some rapport with them, and then at the bottom of the bottom of the form, you're going to see. Let me show you real quick. You're going to see that you got to put your information as well too. So right here on the bottom. Okay. So you need your name, phone number. Make sure that you enter the seller's name, phone number, notes. You got a little general information here, and then you need to fit, and then make sure you click on the lead source would be a JV deal. So that way you can, that way we know who it came from and all that and how to work it. So let's go. Nice. All right. Where were we at here? Ivan Rockhead. Oh, Ivan is, I just put Ivan in here because I want to make a note of that. He's still not back in town yet. Okay. Kenneth Walter. I feel like I've talked to him before. I guess not. So I've called with the secondary NC number.
With Kenneth?
Yeah, that's what I have the notes here. Leo said, "Thanks. I will be filling this up."
Yeah. Call with the second one. Yep.
Jermaine says I did talk to him. I think this might be another Kenneth, Jermaine. We have like a few in here.
Please leave your message for 41.
Yeah, this is definitely a different Kenneth because I didn't have any. Yeah, so we've had 1, 2, 3, 4. Is there a fifth attempt with this guy? So I got 3 more.
Hello?
Hello, Kenneth?
Yes.
Hey, Kenneth, this is Max. I was calling because you had spoken to one of my team members about your property over at Pacific Avenue.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had in my notes here. You were considering selling that one?
Nope. Not looking to sell. Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah.
Oh, okay, got it. What changed? Just out of curiosity.
No, nothing changed. It was just, I guess it was a cold call.
Mm-hmm.
I said I would sell it if the price was right, but I'm not actively looking to sell it.
Oh, got it. No, that makes sense. That makes sense. No problem. So that's why I was calling. I want to make sure I clarify that. And then, do you have any other properties you would consider selling besides that one?
No, not right now.
Okay. I see.
Okay.
Yeah, sounds good. Thank you, Kenneth. Take care.
All right. Yeah.
Sift. Adios.
56 for sure. I'm gonna put him on a 6-month follow just to check in again.
Yeah. He going to a cold lead now, boy. Going to a cold lead.
The bird video. All right.
What's that?
No, it's going to the cold. A lo frío.
A lo frío.
This
is a great question right here. You want to answer that, bro, or you want me to?
Go for it. No, sorry, I'm just adjusting right now on open phone.
So typically I would. I know you're asking out of curiosity to learn. Typically I would address the price, like, you know, it based on him saying, hey, for the right price, or the case may be. However, what he said before that was what he said before that is what actually drove me not to even entertain it. And what he said was, I'm not looking to sell. Because I didn't want to sell. It was a cold call. I only told him that I would sell if, you know, for the price. But now I'm not even looking to sell. Right. So there was some other stuff that was added on that to make me think more of, okay, well, I'm not even going to address this. I just move on. Right. Normally I would, because I want to see where they're at and where they're thinking. And I've done it a lot. If you guys are paying attention, I've done it a lot to people who have said that. Like, hey, I only told him I would sell for the right price. And I've said, okay, when you say the right price, I mean, but because he had some stuff added to it, I was like, I made the decision not to address it because again, I would be more of convincing him to have the conversation with me, and that's what we don't want to do. Once you put them, are you gonna say something, Alexa?
No, I'm still just trying to catch up on this thing.
Once you put them in cold lead, how long before you follow up again? I think we have 90 days, 90 days plus.
Yeah, for
right?
our end, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so 90-day plus based on what was actually said. Right now, this might be a situation where this cold lead today could go back to the cold callers. It might not even be for us to follow up or a lead manager. But standard. Let me go back in here. I'm going to show you guys so you can see. Where's he at? What was the name again? Kenneth?
Yeah, that was kind of the last one. Yeah.
So he's in cold right now, right? I don't know where he's at. Try to find him, but oh, here he is. Okay. I want to show my screen really quick so people can see what we're doing. So this is Podio. Don't be taking my leads. So we have categories: hot, warm, cold, missed opportunities, and then for the ones that need to, the ones that we schedule to call back today, they'll be under this. In the main view, there's we can see the these dispositions. Now this is Kenneth, right? He was at 5 attempts, which he was at 4. 5 would have been today. So after the 8 attempt, then we move them. We either move them back. If they're hot, they get to move to warm, 90 days or less. This goes into our lead bucket, right? We will follow up with these. But since we contacted him in our 5th attempt, and based on what he told us, it moves to cold, 90 days plus, right? Now we don't normally, and now normally this is like the bucket where either it's going to be sent back to cold callers for them to call again, or potentially a lead manager, a VA. But we live in these two right here, right? We live in these two right here. And then again, as we're making the attempts, we're dispositioning, and we get to see how many attempts. Once we move the lead, we have due diligence, waiting for photos, offer range, need offer sent, need creative offer email, contract out, sign contract. But yeah, that's kind of how the follow-up works now. And then here's our view, right? Right here we have the view, our appointments, lead status. We basically live off of this view right here. Call back today is where all our follow-ups and stuff is. So boom. All right, let's look here. Derek said thumbs up. Let's go, Derek. Derek's asking some great questions too in Discord. I love it. I think have we followed up with everyone already? No.
Let me go back. Oh, sorry, I was just fitting back the open phone. Just adding the addresses and number, just in case we get any follow-up calls today.
Yeah, no, you're good. Yeah. I'll look and see where we're at.
There's systems within systems, guys, and always improving. So these are some of the things we talked and we're trying to be on top of.
So let me say something, because think about this, right? Going back to what I said earlier, shout out to the Platinum VA cold callers, right, for providing bulk of our leads. Don't give them a shout out. Just think about it. You're getting a visual here. I'm going to show you. Let me go back and show you again. This is a visual of what it's going to look like for you, right? You have these leads that are starting to bucket into hot, warm, cold. Not all, and then you have your like leads that you have either appointments or follow-ups for today. So if you're generating leads and you're following up and you're having the high level negotiation calls, You're going to be in this vicious circle, right? And one of those are going to suffer. So you're seeing this in real lifetime. Like, this is what's happening here, right? This is the lady that had the 2 houses, right? The 160 cash, whatever. So when we come on here and say, hey, at some point you want to try to outsource your lead gen, this is why right here. You're seeing it in live, in action. Because again, you got all these things that start to stack up as you fill your pipeline. Not only that, but once you have stuff under contract, now that's going to take time if it's just you and a team member, right? We're blessed enough to have Lena helping us out, but here's what's going on, right? Like we have all this going on, right? We're doing a due diligence on this. So you have to make sure that, understanding when we're talking about delegating delegating your lead generation, right? Even if it's just a cold caller, one cold caller for now, this is why, because you're seeing it right now, how it can get as you start to build your pipeline. And if you want to be having high level conversations and you're still cold calling to generate leads, it's going to be tough. Yeah, it's going to be pretty tough. So I say, if you're ready, pull the trigger on it on cold callers. I would highly recommend it. I don't ever push anyone to go past their financial means when it comes to, when it comes to that. But when it comes to lead gen, I definitely always highly recommend it. And you guys can use Platinum VAs. They supply our callers. So, Vic, what's up, brother? He says, hey, Max, for your Podio setup, did you set it up that way or did you get someone to set it up that way for you? I'm asking because I work with a VA management company, but need a better CRM setup. So part comes from something that was already set up. I would say about 20%, but 80% of it, we modified it to fit the way we look at leads and the way we manage leads. We want to simplify it. We want to simplify it as much as possible, right? It's a lot of unnecessary things that need to be done, but Podio can be modified. It can be definitely set up the way you want it to set up. So we modified it, a lot of it. The overall flow was already there. We just tweaked it, right? We added, we adjusted, we added the hot warm. So you have to figure out what best fits you to be able to stay focused on the leads, right? To be able to say, okay, this is a hot, this is a warm, this is a cold. Okay, this is 90 days. This is 90 days. This is, give me 1 second here. This is 90 days or more. This is 90 days or less based on the conversation, disposition, and then follow-up. So, and then we have one more system where it's like an appointment where we use Calendly, right, bro? We use Calendly. We put, we want to make sure that those appointments are on the calendar. Now, Podio will put them on Gmail, but sometimes what happened is that, something that happens is that a lot of times Podio won't connect with Gmail, and you're going to you don't want to miss out on an appointment, right? You want to make sure you don't do that. So, all right, let's see. Hopefully that answers your question, Vic. Done, senor. Haha. P.S. I messed up the agreement. That's why I stopped following up. I work for Thomas. Oh, nice. Tell Thomas I said, what's up? So you messed up the agreement. Interesting. I'll have to look. Did you put all that in the notes? Is it in here? Let's see. Okay. Boom. Let's go. Nice. We got another. Guess who made it back into the pipeline, bro? Bart Barrett, remember?
Oh yeah.
I should have you call him, bro. Call him, see what he tells you. Remember that guy? It's the same property. Why are they calling?
Nah.
No?
Is it? Let me see.
Bro,
That's
this is
funny.
ridiculous. I mean, the address looks the same. Let's see. No, it's not the same property. It's the same guy, though. Bart Barrett.
Just playing.
That dude's a flake, bro. Yeah, so it looks like, so it's two different leads. One came in June 15th, and then I searched it by his phone number.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the other one is East Christie Drive. And then this one is the new one that came in.
So he's just messy, no?
That dude's not
He's
serious,
the one
bro.
that said 30, right?
Huh?
Like 30, I think.
Yeah, he's a
flake.
flake.
Said like 25 or 30.
Yeah, he's a flake. Leo said I got nervous with the lawyer thing. No, it's all good, man. It happens. So I'm not gonna have a chance to call these on the show today. I want to save these because we have a meeting that we're going to have to prepare for and attend. But definitely appreciate you guys. Send them in. The links in the chat. Send the leads in that you want us that you want us to call in. Antonio's got one in here. I appreciate you, Antonio. Thank you, Leo. I will definitely call those. The link is going to be in the description for you to JV with us. And if you want us to call the leads, man, send them in. But you guys already know the deal, right? We're not going to be cold calling. Make sure you have all the information, and then give us some time, to get back to you and make sure that we call those with a timely manner as well too. So if there is a specific time that you set up with the seller, I'm okay with it, as long as it's not like next day. If you want to set up a call back with the sellers, I'm good with that. Just make sure that you put it in the notes that you have a call set up. But it definitely can't be next day. I'll tell you that right now, because we always have things pre-scheduled, right, Alexis? We always have things scheduled for the next day already. So I'm definitely on post, and then try to fit it within the window of what do you call it? So, Mark, appreciate the fire emojis. Thank you for joining us. Sergio said seller wanted 35,000. Max allowable offer was 20K, and he declined. How long before you follow up with the lead like that? So what I will say, it depends. I don't know the whole story here. Did you make the offer without really building rapport? You know what I mean? Like, was it just, did you do an offer range? It doesn't look like it. It looks like you did a hard offer. It just depends what was said. Yeah, honestly, that being that close, 15K. And it depends where the property is too, because if it's in certain areas where like you need it at 20, because if you go down the street, it just it doesn't make sense. And the reason why I'm going a long roundabout way to answer your question is because it all depends how the conversation went, Sergio, right? So you have to make sure that's the thing, is I don't know how the conversation was, if there was like a lot of rapport build, with the offer just given. What was the situation? Why does he want to sell? And is he holding off for higher offers? And then are you going to let him get beat up a little bit and then have him call him back and tell him that your offer still stands? So see, all those things matter, man. A lot of times we make it just about the number, and it's like, okay, well, we're too far apart, so I'll just call you back some point. Like the lady today, right? She's at 330, 350 for both properties. Like, I'm not going to spend too much time on that. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
So again, I don't know if you have anything to add to that, Alexis.
Just motivation. I think like that's like the big thing. Like, are you getting happy ears because they potentially want to sell, or is there a problem that you're trying to resolve and have the opportunity to resolve? Because I think if you have a real motivation and you build rapport, you should keep it really close if that's the case. If you haven't, then I think just being able to look really ask yourself those questions like, was there really motivation, or am I just trying to force
Yeah.
that sale?
So he says he took him through the whole sales process. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. The update on the comment. So with these type of properties, I'm assuming it's got to be somewhere in the Midwest. So if you definitely, again, it's hard for me to answer you that because of, not knowing what happened in the conversation. But if you felt like you went through the whole sales process and you uncover motive, remember, uncover motive, whether it's pain of distress or gain opportunity. There's only two types of motives, which is one, pain of distress, which we're all looking for that, right? We want to alleviate, solve the problem, but it's okay. I am willing to work with someone who has gain opportunity as long as I get, we can get it at the price we want. So if you did, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt because you said you took them through the whole sales process and you uncovered motive, whether it's pain of distress or gain opportunity, then I would say stay close, right? So I would say, let's say that you talked to them on Monday or yesterday, I would call them on Thursday. Yeah, stay close. I would not go too far away for our follow-up, but only if you uncover motive. That's it, right? Whether it's pain of distress or whether it's gain opportunity, if that makes sense. Ulises, he says, Lexus, what's up?
Ulises, my boy, Ulises, what's going on, my brother? Glad to see you here.
Let's go.
I'll check in with you,
Tony. Let's go. Thank you, fellas. Always appreciate gems. Ahí estamos echándole ganas. Let's go. Yeah, so we're signing off a little early because we have an onboarding meeting today. We got some great stuff for you guys. Like, it's starting to get good. We're just starting. We're just beginning. So thank you guys for joining us, being with us, and keep sending those leads in. Listen, again, if you want to JV with us, make sure you fill out that form. It's in the chat. It's in the video description. Fill out as much as possible. But like I said, we'll get to it when we have some time, and we're gonna look it over. And again, if you have a certain time that you want to have the sellers call them, we're fine with that. But make sure you give us enough ample time to call them up. Alexis, anything you want to leave?
No, that's it, man. Thank you guys for being here. I see a lot of familiar faces that have started since day one. Really appreciate. I could see that you guys are getting more used to the system that we have going on. You guys are, hopefully you guys are feeling more comfortable to just be vulnerable and understand that every single successful entrepreneur, is always making adjustments. Nobody has it figured out 100%. Like if somebody says that, run away because that's not real. That's not realistic. And there's always places to improve. If you have a team with again with the mindset of improving, becoming better every single day, and just finding like even if it's a small fine tune that you can do internally, then you're open to that. So just continue to ask your questions. We love questions. We want to continue to bless, and move it forward. Again, Veronica, like I'm really happy to hear that you taking some notes and really seeing that it's a process. It takes some time to get some traction, get going, and you got to continue to find the right people to surround yourselves that could help you get to the next level and pushing in the right direction. And like we see it as rowing, right? Like rowing in the same direction at the same time. And it'll come. Just stay persistent, stay consistent, and continue to follow the system that you have. Hopefully you got the flow already rolling with you and you bought that. But then when you come to these calls, have them next to you. See how, oh, wait, this guy kind of left the system. Like, oh, that's how he brought it back into orchestrating in the flow. And you'll get better and better and better every single day. And you'll see improvement if you're being diligent with the process. So thank you guys. Share it with somebody else. Continue to, bless somebody else that is really trying to figure this out, really trying to see how it could become better. And, just looking to continue to serve as a whole team. So appreciate you guys.
Awesome. I love that. Really quick. So he says pre-foreclosure was walking through the paperwork and gave a dumb excuse about phone not being able to sign and that he would sign in 5 minutes, then got ghosted. So what I would do is I wouldn't call him. I would call every day if you want to, definitely, especially if you got to the paperwork. But if he's not picking up your phone calls, you can definitely try a different number if you got different numbers. But what I would do is I would send him a text, right? Usually they would answer with a text. Tomorrow, matter of fact, tomorrow I'm gonna do a giveaway tomorrow actually before we start. So I'm gonna prepare a giveaway that's going to help exactly with your problem. I don't have time right now, but there is a text template that I have. I'm gonna give it to you guys tomorrow. So make sure that you tune in.
Let's
Bring
go.
one guest.
Tune in tomorrow.
Yeah, we're gonna do a giveaway to actually help you with that. Help you with sellers that have ghosted you, whether it's in the follow-up process or even in the contract process. So, but I'm gonna wait till tomorrow. So let's go. Jermaine, appreciate you, bro, for being on. Sergio, you're welcome. Daniel said, let's go. Thank you for tuning in, everyone. Everyone, we appreciate you. Make sure that you like this video, subscribe to the channel as well, and then share this. Believe me, and invite people to be with us tomorrow. We got some exciting stuff working. We're just getting better and better. So I appreciate every single one of you. Mark, let's go. Tony, thank you, brother. All right, everyone, we're signing off. We'll see you guys later. Peace.